Ben, you play easy with Gemma. Look at how big you are compared to your cousin Gemma. Look at that. Gemma doesn't grow. I think Gemma grew just a little bit since Mom and Dad got her for Christmas. Gemma is 6 months and Ben is 4. I mean, they're different breeds, but hey. Hey, come on. Well, yeah, I'm just saying. Ben, easy. Both of you be easy. Ben's being easy. It's just little teethy keep getting caught in her harness, and then she gets scared. Ben? Easy. See, he's actually being easy. He's being a lot more easier. Before he wasn't. Hey. Easy. Easy. Good. She knows what easy is. She's a baby. You've been working on that. Easy. Ben, you're going to go to kisses only. I don't care if she's smaller and she's nipping harder. Yeah, see, now she started yelping without even you biting at her. I heard that. I think she's just being a baby. He's actually not being too bad. Ben, back off a little bit. He plays rougher with Kylo. Actually. Ben. Come on. See, I'm thinking it's too rough, and it's technically not. Overprotect the mommy, I guess. No, don't shake it that hard. Just a little. I want him to learn if things are smaller than him, not to be that rough. Ben, she is not a play toy like that. Gemma, you gotta learn to fight back. You fight back hard in that. He's actually laying down quite a bit. Before he never did. So. Ben, a little bit more easier. Come on. I know, she's a little bit more rougher, but she's smaller. She's allowed to have the more advantage. Yeah, she's allowed to have a little bit more advantage. And she's a girl. Hey. Quit pinning her. And you'll be a little bit more easier. I know, she's smaller. It's okay. You're a little bit bigger. It'll be a little bit more easier until she gets a little bit more bigger. Even when she gets bigger, she's not going to be as big. She's still going to always be tiny. You can be really rough with Kylo, but you got to be always super easy with her. Oh, he's trying to pull her back up on the couch. Aww. Now, let her go. Ben. Ben. See, he's not even really biting me. Stop. See this right here? He's not even really biting me. Put my finger in his mouth and he didn't even really bite me. Not even that hard. Gemma. Hi. Okay, I decided to let Noah and Garth meet. I don't think Noah knows what to think. Kylo, it's okay. Garth is like, I don't care. Kylo, no, we're not playing with him. Kylo's like, Mommy. As you can see, Noah
Garth wants to play with Kylo. Garth wants to be, those two have this bond. Noah's a little bit still shy of everybody. You know, he'll go up to Kylo and the puppy, he's like, hey, everything's okay. He's fine with us. He's still a little bit shy at times. You go to reach into the cage, he does sort of like what Snow does. He gets a little bit defensive because the kid who had him didn't want to spend that much attention to him. So he gets defensive. Like territorial. And it's also, it can be a male rabbit thing. You know, it's just a thing. This is a plaything I've seen with my male rabbits. See where he's hopping around? My male rabbits did this with each other when they were out. So I don't know if it's a scared thing or it's a, hey, I'm happy to see another rabbit. Enough. We're not playing. It's fine. Down. And all Kylo wants to do is get in here and shoot. One, wants to play. Two, wants to protect. I said down, not enough. And that's what Garth wants to do. Garth wants to play. And see, he's cleaning, he's relaxing. He's kind of like, he's breathing hard, but it's more because he wanted to play. And before he even started filming, there was no fights, no nothing. There was no hair pulling. So he kind of ran away from him that time. Stop. So he's just like, no, I don't, you know. So that could be, I just don't want to be around you. Now see, he'll stay close to the dog. Like he's gotten the fact that the dog is protection. That's what I want. Him to run to that dog. That the dog is protection. So if he ever accidentally gets out, he knows the dog's protection. Stop. No, he kind of ran from me, but it's alright, Noah. It's alright. It's alright. It's a nice day out here. He's inside. We're trying to get him used to the outside. It's a really nice hot day out today, so I figured I'd bring him out here, let him see each other for a while. Watch them. Okay, I decided to let Noah and Garth meet. I don't think Noah knows what to think. Kylo, it's okay. Garth is like, I don't care. Kylo, no, we're not playing with him. Kylo's like, Mommy. As you can see, Noah, Garth wants to play with Kylo. Garth wants to be, those two have this bond. Noah's a little bit still shy of everybody. You know, he'll go up to Kylo and the puppy, he's like, hey, everything's okay. He's fine with us. He's still a little bit shy at times. You go to reach into the cage, he does sort of like what Snow does. He gets a little bit defensive because the kid who had him didn't want to spend that much attention to him. So he gets defensive. Like territorial. And it's also, it can be a male rabbit thing. You know, it's just a thing. This is a plaything I've seen with my male rabbits. See where he's hopping around? My male rabbits did this with each other when they were out. So I don't know if it's a scared thing or it's a, hey, I'm happy to see another rabbit. Enough. We're not playing. It's fine. Down. And all Kylo wants to do is get in here and shoot. One, wants to play. Two, wants to protect. I said down, not enough. And that's what Garth wants to do. Garth wants to play. And see, he's cleaning, he's relaxing. He's kind of like, he's breathing hard, but it's more because he wanted to play. And before he even started filming, there was no fights, no nothing. There was no hair pulling. So he kind of ran away from him that time. Stop. So he's just like, no, I don't, you know. So that could be, I just don't want to be around you. Now see, he'll stay close to the dog. Like he's gotten the fact that the dog is protection. That's what I want. Him to run to that dog. That the dog is protection. So if he ever accidentally gets out, he knows the dog's protecting him. Stop. No, he kind of ran from me, but it's all right, Noah. It's all right. It's all right. It's a nice day out here. He's inside. We're trying to get him used to the outside. It's a really nice hot day out today, so I figured I'd bring him out here, let him see each other for a while. Watch them. Okay, hi. Is this recording? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I always have to check to see if it's recording. My video cut off during the bunnies hopping around playing. And it said the bunnies inside. And it cut off right when I said that. I hate when my camera dies. But anyway, the bunnies inside the shed. Or the garage. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the difference is between a shed and a garage. I think one has windows and one doesn't. Mine doesn't have windows. But anyway, the bunnies inside are garage, shed, whatever you want to call it. Because they used to be a house bunny. The people that had them before, their grandchild did not want to play with it, didn't want to take care of it. They'd be like, go feed it, and they'd go check. It'd be like, no food, no water. And they didn't want to play with it. I mean, they would to a certain point, but they didn't, and he's gotten a little bit shy. And he's a nice bunny. Like, we've been spending a lot of time with him, and he's really come out of the shell and everything. He still gets a little defensive when you go to get inside of his cage and everything. And some rabbits are like that. My female was like that. She was like that up until the day she passed away. It's just a defensive thing that some rabbits have. Whether they are spayed or neutered, some rabbits are just like that. That's just their personality. So you know, if I took her out and she was outside playing with the others, or I took her out by herself, as soon as I got her out of that cage, and you know, it was a whole different rabbit. I could brush her, I could comb her. If I put her in a playpen, after a few minutes of her running around, getting her jollies and kicks and stuff out, she would come up to you, you could pet her, she loved to be brushed. That was like her favorite thing. She would lay there and she'd roll over, you could brush her tummy. I had no problem, you know, trimming her nails. I haven't had a problem trimming his nails. I gave him a few days to settle in because he really needed a nail trim. Which I understand. Some people do not know how to, you know, really trim a rabbit's nails. You know, that's fine. And he likes to be brushed. That's like one of he loved that. Like he looked at me like back at me like, don't stop, keep going. So, but on good days, nice days, I put him out in a playpen, and stuff like that. I sit out there for a little bit, watch them, make sure they're going to do good. I don't want to leave them out there unsupervised because we have hawks and eagles that fly. So I usually sit out there, or I put Kylo in the pen. I use Kylo as my service dog, so I don't want to like be in here without my service dog, in case something happens. So I sit out there for a good, you know, half hour to an hour. That's usually the only play that they need to let them have some supervision. And I kept them away from each other. You got to quarantine them and everything. Then I usually put him back in the shed. We had some wet, rainy days. You don't want to put a rabbit on wet, cold ground. That's not really a good idea. Even though when I was younger, I used to take my rabbits swimming. And people were like, you can't get a rabbit wet. And I'm like, you know what? Some of my rabbits were like dogs. I could put them on the ground and follow me around. Like my Rex rabbits, and we had Rex rabbits, New Zealands, and Flemish Giants. They'd follow me around like a dog. And we had like water dishes, you know, that we would sit out for our dogs that would just follow us around the property. And we always had like a water dish outside. Our rabbits would play in the water dishes. Because our rabbits thought that they were dogs. And I didn't just like go throw my rabbits in, you know, the swimming area.
you know, or the swimming holes that we went to. If I jumped in the water, my rabbits would just hop right into the water like, hey, wait for me. You know, it wasn't like I forced the rabbits into the water. I mean, the rabbits were like looking, they'd hop around like they were panicked, like, oh my God, you're leaving without, and they follow me into the water. And they swim right up to me, but they didn't scratch me like they were scared. They, you know, were really relaxed, like, you know, they came up to me, they weren't breathing heavy, like panicked. They're like, hey, this is fun. You know, and then I'd put them on their leash because they had a little harness, and I'd walk home, and people were like, did she just go swimming with that rabbit? And I'm like, yes. I always get the weird pets. Like we had a chameleon, and in these videos that I'm going to be posting, it's, you know, you will see that one of our chameleons that we had, I only had one chameleon. The chameleon that we had, she was a rescue. She had health problems. She lived a very unnormal life. She was very weird, a chameleon. You know, just the things that she did were just very different from other chameleons. Like, she had a balance issue. She started to go, I think she had a vision impairment in one eye. She had like a bump in the one eye. It wasn't a calcium like buildup or like dead skin buildup. We think she had like, we don't even think it was a tumor. We think it was just a deformity that she had. We don't know if it was just from improper breeding or whatever, from what the vet could tell. It wasn't cancerous, it was just, I think it was always there, but I think it eventually just impaired her eye. But she always had, when she shed her skin, which they do every like 4 to 6 weeks, she always had the caps on her eyes, and we had to put stuff on her eyes because she could never get the caps off her eyes properly. She would dig and dig and dig at them. So we always had to watch, make sure we got that stuff on real quick so she could easily get the caps off. But I think she still just dug at them, especially the one eye really bad, which is the one that had the bump. And it impaired her vision. But we don't really know how old she was when we got her. I think she was already a year old. She got a little bit bigger after we got her. And it takes them about 2 years to get to the size that they're supposed to. So I had her for another 4 years, or a little after. So she was about 6 years old, and that's about how long they live. They can live a little bit longer. So yeah, she was very abnormal. So even my cat's not normal. He's really not. He follows me around like a dog. If I'm out here, he's out here. He has to follow me to the bathroom. If I go to the bathroom, him and the dogs have to follow me to the bathroom. And he thinks he has to protect me while I poop. But yeah, I meant to say he's in the shed. He's doing good. He's getting really used to the weather. I'm hoping next month is a lot more warmer, because with some of the snow and the really cold and everything, I'm just not for sure about putting him directly outside. I mean, him and Garth are doing great. They've got a buddy system. They're not fighting. They're doing really good. I've put them in each other's cage. Just haven't filmed it. Like when I'm feeding and everything. On some days that it's a little bit cold and windy, I put them together in each other's cage, so they get used to each other, but not like overnight for a long period of time, so they don't get too stressed out. But I haven't left them, because, again, you know how you get that feeling, because I don't think he's absolutely for sure ready. So I'm hoping by the actual end of this month, beginning of next month, the weather is a lot more better. He's heavy. He's got a lot more chunkier weight to him. You know, I think he'll be a lot more ready. The weather will be a lot more nicer. So, anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. No one wants to see my face on here as much, so anyway, enjoy. It's me again, real quick. The reason why we got Noah is because
during the winter here in PA, we had these like big, huge storms go through. Even though we batten down the hatches, we cover all our bases, making sure, you know, the farm's tied down, things are wrapped, including the bunny pens, you know, the male rabbit cage that we have. It's a little bit smaller, so we tie it down. We put cement and bricks on top of it. The female rabbit cage is a lot bigger. It's got a box, like for nesting if we decide to breed males. They don't have a nesting box, but they are pretty well wrapped. But the female's cage is a lot heavier. Anyway, we always double check, and we always tie everything down. We always redouble check. We have never had a problem with our rabbit cages blowing over. We've had snow blow in, stuff like that. Now, the Banhams we wrapped up, because the Banhams have a little bit smaller of a pen, and where they're at, usually the snow doesn't blow in that bad, but this year it kind of did, so we wrapped it up so it wasn't blowing in too bad. The bigger pen, the snow always blows in, but they have a great big coop they can go in. We double checked everything. A lot of farmers around here had problems this year, when years before, they didn't. You always have that 1 year out of, let's say, the last 10 years you've never had a problem, or the last 15 years you've never had a problem. You always get that 1 year. We went out and checked that night. Made sure everything was okay. And I always put herbal stuff in my chicken's water, my rabbit's water, to basically build up their immune system, make sure, you know, it keeps everybody fit. My one female rabbit had passed away earlier, like later on, like in early fall. She was older. Fine. Her sister, a little bit before that winter, she was acting kind of funny, like a little bit off. I think she was just more depressed because she didn't have a buddy. We tried to spend as much time with her. And she was the same age as her sister, so I think it was just her time as well. So she had passed. And we were thinking of eventually just moving the males over into the females for winter. But we just didn't do it. We just, you know, winter came upon us, things came upon us, so we just tied the male's cage down. We figured it's winter, we shove it full of hay, they'll be more warm. We double checked everything. We had cinder blocks on top of their cage, we had everything tied down, battened down. We double checked it that night. I mean, it was windy enough, it was blowing us over, but the cage wasn't even shaking. We woke up the next morning, the cage was blown over. The tarp was blown off. It had frozen rain on top of all three of those bunnies. 2 of the males were older, and they didn't make it, even though I gave them a penicillin shot, I gave them herbal stuff. Garth was the youngest. He's now just 2 years old. Noah's about the same age, so they're both young. And I didn't have Noah at the time. That's why we got Noah, as a buddy for Garth, because he's getting lonely. So they're both boys. And I lost my 2 oldest males. They weren't old, but they were old enough. And I think what they did is they started getting pneumonia. Garth did not. Garth was the only one that didn't get the sniffles, didn't get no sneezes, no nothing. They literally both looked like frozen rabbits. They could not move. I mean, the only thing you could see was their eyeballs moving. That is the only way I knew how they were alive. And we brought them in, we thawed them out. Literally, we had to give them like a warm bath and everything. And they all perked up and they were fine for like a day, and then the other 2 just went downhill. Because like I said, they were older. I don't think their immune system, and I don't think it was a shock. of, you know, coming in from the outside and being frozen. It was because they started to get the sniffles right away. They got pneumonia. I've had rabbits that have had colds. I've had rabbits that have had pneumonia. And, you know, so I knew the signs, knew the symptoms. And before I knew they were even going to get sick, we went ahead and gave them the antibiotics and everything. And I even called my vet, asked a couple of my friends that have dealt with rabbits, had rabbits for years, and like, you know, this is what happened. Should I do this as a precaution? I cleared it all. And like, it's not going to hurt. Do this as a precaution because they could get the sniffles, they could get pneumonia. You can give them these herbal medicines as a help to boost their immune system. Give them some Gatorade, keep them hydrated. And that's what we did. And the only one we were able to save was Garth. So, like I said, Garth's been lonely. He's been doing good. But like I said, him and Kylo have a bond. We take her out and we feed the farm. And John goes out and we go outside and do yard work and stuff like that. I put Garth in the playpen with Kylo for like, you know, a half hour to an hour. Those two play in the pen. It's cute. If I don't feel good, I'm in here with Ben. It gives Ben the opportunity to learn his service dog work. Like how to be really relaxed, how to be quiet, not run amok. Like one of the Sanderson sisters. Amok, amok, amok. How to be calm. How to be away from Kylo for 5 seconds. And lay with Mom. Comfort her. It gives them time apart. It gives Kylo a 5-minute break from being mother hen. So that way she can go out and spend some time with Garth and hang out. And then we'll trade. And John will bring Kylo in. Put the bunny back up. And then he takes Ben out. You know, for a little bit. Puts him in the playpen. Lets him run around. And then he usually does work and stuff like that. A little bit closer. Watches the burn pile. So like that, so that way he's close to the playpen. You know, we trade off. But that's the story of the bunnies. Like I said, I'm just hoping it gets warmer here. So I can even start my plants. I haven't even started my plants. I usually do in a house and I can put them up above the window sills and everything. But since we've got the new puppy, with him running back and forth through the house and stuff like that, because Gremlin usually doesn't jump up on the window sills when I have plants. But the puppy has not learned, don't jump up on the window sills. And Gremlin now jumps up on the window sills when the plants are there. And knocks stuff down. So yeah, that wasn't a good idea because I did a couple. And yeah, that was having a no. So I got to figure out something else. So I have a couple heat lamps. I might just put regular bulbs in. Put them in the garage. Because they have those little hangers. Because I don't want to turn my garage lights on because there's those UV light bulbs. But if I put just a regular like 30 to 60 watt light bulb in, I can put my flowers in the garage and do that because we still have some funky PA weather going on, and I know if I plant my plants and put them right straight outside, I know it's going to like snow and frost and or die. What I need is like a little 5x10 or a 5x7 greenhouse, like one of those ones that are made of like PVC pipe, or like a pop-up, a little pop-up greenhouse that I can put like two little like fold-up tables in, that I can start my garden, like, so I can put it like out back, that I can start my garden in. And then after my garden's started, you know, so that way when the frost comes, it's not going to bother it, like in my little greenhouse. But that way when my everything's started and I can put everything on my porch and start putting it in my ground, then I can just take my greenhouse down, fold it up, put it back in on its little shelf, I need something like that. Because I don't want like a greenhouse that stays up like almost 24/7. You know, unless I can do a greenhouse, you know, unless they can do a nice little pretty greenhouse somewhere. Which would be cool. But like a little pop-up greenhouse would be fine. These are just ideas that I'm thinking about for like in the future. But it would be cool to have like a full-time greenhouse, so I could have a greenhouse for even in the wintertime. But I don't want like a gigantic greenhouse. I mean, that would be cool to have a big gigantic greenhouse. But you know, I like big things. I'm a small, short person, and I like big things, but I don't want something that big that I have to majorly take care of. So just like a little small pop-up greenhouse would be perfect. Would be fine. That's what I'm thinking. It's a little small pop-up greenhouse. That's what I would like. I could get one and put it like right on the other side of my chicken coop. So that way I could take all my chicken poop and put like right in my greenhouse and use that as fertilizer. That would be perfect. Just a thought.
It's Ollie, Kyle. Hi, Ollie. Let's say goodbye to your friend. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry. And give her kisses. Bye-bye. I'm sorry, baby girl. She was old. Yeah, she was a rescue. She had health problems. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby girl. I know, you want her to lay in your fur, that's why you're laying there. She can't lay in your fur, though. No, she can't lay in your fur. That's why you're laying there. That's what she wants. She wants you to lay in her fur. That's why she's laying here. Honey, Yoda can't lay in your fur. Like she used to, she's gone. The only thing she can do is she can snuggle with you, like she's gone, baby girl. She's gone. She's like the old man Hans. She's not here anymore. She's not here anymore. No, she can't lay in your fur anymore. She's gone. She can't lay in your fur anymore, baby girl. We'll put her in a box, and you can pick out a spot for her, okay? Yeah. Trying to process that, ain't you? Yeah. I know. Trying to process it, huh? Yeah. I'm sorry, baby girl. I know, I'm sorry. Mama's sorry. I know. That was your buddy, huh? That was your buddy, huh? Yeah, I know you guys had a special bond. Yes, you did. You guys had a very special bond. I know. That was your lizard, huh? Yeah, it was your baby Yoda, huh? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She was a rescue, sweetheart. Yeah. We realized that she had some healthy problems, huh? Yeah. I'm sorry, baby. You had a good life. Yes, you did. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. We'll pick out a spot for her. You can. Yeah, okay. Alright. I know. I know. Yeah. Oh, I know, baby.
Alright, come here, guy. And do this, please. 2 hands here. Here's Yoda. Yeah, that's your Yoda. Okay, where do you want her buried? Now tell me where you want her. You want her where Hans was buried? Or do you want her out front in the garden? Ben, over there. Where do you want her buried? Show me. Where do you want her? We're following you. Come on. Where do you want her? I think I know exactly where she's going to go. And why. Where do you want her buried? Huh? Where do you want her? Huh? Where do you want her? Come here. Kai. Where do you want Yoda at? Show me. We're not burying her in the middle of the yard. Come here. Where do you want her? Show me. Where do you want her placed? You want her in there? Because that window right there is where Yoda would get her light. Is that where you want her buried? You want her buried in there? Okay. I think she's got to go. You got to go potty? Okay, I'll put her down. I'm not going to film you doing that. Go ahead. But yeah, that's where Kyla wants her to be put to rest, because in that window there, yeah, I got my chips and cookies there for when I got a headache. It's not directly in that window, but I have her put on a stand in there, and it's about 3 o'clock right now, and the sun's starting to go down, almost 4. When the sun starts going down, she don't get that much sunlight, but when it came up in the morning and throughout the early afternoon, she would get sunlight. So I'll bury her deep and I'll clean all the leaves out, and that's where she'll go. Oh yeah. Alright. And I gotta take my Christmas things off of my things yet. So you look at you rocking that gray hair. Oh girl, look at you. Yeah, I see you. You walking that gray hair. Yes, you are. It happens when you get old. You get gray. Yeah, let me get you guys some. Look at you. I filled your water up. I dumped all your water out and I filled it up about 10 minutes ago. And now look at you. You like when I get you wet? Oh, that did not sound right. I dumped all their water out 10 minutes ago, and I filled it up. And look at it, it's all muddy. I am not dumping it out again. I will refill your bowls up a little bit, though. And that's it. Because you want to know what? 10 minutes later, you're going to get it muddy. Want me to spray you? Ah. Some of you don't like spray. Look at you. You're like, oh, give it to me. Give it to me, Daddy. I'm sorry. Anyway, I got wonky. Hey! No! No, no. I don't care if she likes it rough. Stop it. Stop. See, my ducks do not care. Look at this. Stop. No. No. Enough. I know you want to play, but no. Wonky does not care, because her and Kylo play like this. See how my ducks do not care? No. Good Lord. He wasn't playing rough with her. Morty won't play rough like that. Morty will tell him off. Morty's my semi-blind rooster. See? Kyla will stop him. She wasn't stopping Wonky because Kyla will play with Wonky like this, because Wonky and her... No, stop it. Stop. No. Wonky is crippled. Stop. But Kylo knows her limitations with Wonky. Eat up! Now see, I had to raise my voice, but I had to get above his levels. Good boy. Ben? Enough? I know, Morty. He's annoying, huh? It's okay. Morty. Oh, poor boy's hiding. Come here, Morty. Your head's stuck. Oh, poor boy. We call this guy Mama Morty. He's half blind. He is blind. Not in this eye, though. But he is blind in this one. But Morty sits on her eggs and sits on her baby chicks. Huh, Morty? Yeah. He finds his way around by feeling with his feet. Oh, he likes butt scratches. Oh, we like butt scratches. Oh, I'm sorry for that puppy being annoying. You know how to tell him off. Yeah. When Wednesday and Tucky, my turkeys, were babies, he sat on them. Ben! I don't care if... Stop it. No. 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 He's in here to learn. Wonky. No. I know. He's in here to learn. Kyle, you're supposed to be teaching him. Now teach him. And you got that dirty. I'm going to take Cuddles, or Nibbles. Cuddles has passed away. She was about like a 10-year-old duck. Or she's 10. She would have been 10. Nibbles is her sister, who's right there. She's a little bit dirty. She doesn't have as bad as feet problems as her sister. I'm going to take her out and put her in here. It's a little bit too nippy and cold to quit eating chicken food. To put the bunnies out and let them run and play. It's not wet and damp, but it is. No. No. Too muddy for the, put you on your leash. No. It is too wet and muddy for, it is too cold and windy. I think put the rabbits out without putting something in here. And I don't feel like digging out a, yeah, you can sniff them and liquor, but that's it. I think it's too cold and windy. No. I think it's personally too cold and windy. And I don't feel like digging out one of my little carriers to set in here so they have something to go in if it gets too windy. Right now, I mean, the wind's blowing just a little bit, as you can see the tarp. And the sun's beating down, so it's really nice and warm. But sometimes it picks up and you get a chill. And for the ducks being out in the open here, it's not too bad because this blocks it. And the ducks are used to it. I mean, ducks will stay out in the freaking freezing rain. Won't they? Yeah, you guys will stay out in freezing rain and hailstorms because I don't know if you're a little bit not all together there, or you guys just like too much, you like getting really all that wet, or you like freezing your tail feathers off. I don't know. They're waterproof. I don't know how waterproof, but I have had some of their webbing get a little bit frostbite. Rare occasions, but other than that, they've done pretty good. I mean, she does walk a little bit. That's why we call her Wonky. Quit. Can I see your feet, baby? No. Oh, come here. It's okay. See, your feet are still wonky, but they're better than they were. She may have problems when she gets older, like Cuddles. Oop. That was not an initiation of play. That was bad. Bad, Ben. No. But she still gets around. We have not tried her in here yet with a pool. It is mating and spring season. I don't want to try that. That's too much. That's too much on her legs and for her to handle. That's why I'm going to be pulling her out. She's getting too muddy and it gets too much for her sometimes in the spring. And her legs. That's why here eventually we're going to be pulling her out. And we'll probably put her up there. March really isn't too bad for her. It's usually when April starts. Stop. So April, May, June and July is not too bad for them. So, I mean, I could try her now, but putting a new female in there went sometimes with the younger males, No. So we'll wait till after the big spring fling. And I'll try June and July. See how she does with them in a pool. And if she can handle my ducks in a pool, then she could probably go to another home with ducks, or probably just female ducks and maybe a pool. But no male ducks. I said enough. Now stop. No. Now, I guess you're going to have to sit. So, if she can handle the ducks, my ducks, and, no, you don't like the cat to sit in a pool, then fine. If she can handle just female ducks, that would be pretty cool. Sometimes female ducks can be a little bit ornery. They can be like, males. They can be dominant. In like a swimming pool like I have. If not, then I'll keep her up with the Banhams and maybe get a smaller kid swimming pool. They have them about that size. Or maybe pick up something like maybe Rubbermaid, something like that, so she can just wash off and better. And she can stay with the Banhams. Because we do have a home picked out for it. They know about ducks. They have ducks. They have about 3 or 4, which is fine. But we just got to see how she handles more than one duck, because she lived with another handicap duck. Nibbles is sort of handicap. So can she handle more than one duck in a little bit bigger pool? We gotta try boundaries. We gotta see how her boundaries are first and all that, and then go from there and see how that goes. And if it's a no-go, she can stay here at the Banhams. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go because I gotta put Ben on a leash and take him out of here because he's not listening. Trying to work with Ben. I'm trying to get him to learn how to work with the turkey. Whew, I should have him on a harness with this, but I just came out on Wednesday out because she wanted out. Come on, Ben. We did a couple practice runs. And sometimes we gotta move the turkey out. Come on, Wednesday, move out. She does do voice commands. Come on, Wednesday, move out. Good girl. We're not going in yet. We gotta teach the puppy. I know, he's annoying. Good boy, Ben. Easy with her. We don't want to run her too much, because she just sort of walked a little bit of limp. She sprained her leg when she was a little bit littler. All we want to do is easily move the turkey. Calmly. That's why we're teaching Ben to stay back. Because see, she knows where she's going. This way, if she wants to go out of the yard, she very seldom ever does. But sometimes they get stubborn, especially when it's like breeding season. And she likes to go over to the neighbor and visit her other boyfriend. She's got boyfriends here, which are the roosters. But she's got another boyfriend over at the neighbors. And sometimes she goes over and she likes to visit. They're not a problem. But when I want her to stay in the yard, or they lay down, and sometimes it's hard to get them to want to get up, we use the dogs. And dogs annoy them, so they move. And she is trained. She's voice trained. And do you see how I said before I even got the dogs, move out? And Kylo's doing everything right. Well, Kylo sees her buddy next door. And she wants to go say hi to her friend next door, Duchess. And we're not doing that. Come on, Kai. Kai, focus. We gotta train a puppy. Come on. Come on. I know. I really don't have to have Kylo on a leash, but it, you know, trains Ben. Alright, come on. Make sure she gets out of a corner. Alright, come on, out of the corner. Come on, Wednesday, out. There we go. I want her to get out herself. You don't want to freak out a turkey. Good girl, we're just going around the pen. boy, Ben. Now, see, she's not in heat, so she knows I can move her real easily. Ben, come on, focus. It's time to play. Okay, let her get a drink. Sit. Ben. Ben. Sit. Come on. Sit. Sit and wait. Sit and wait. Gotta wait. Sit. Good boy. Good boy, sit and wait. Good boy. Alright. Wait for her to get her drink. She's tired. Mom's tired. Mom's coffee is right there. I'm dying of thirst. Yeah, I know. All he wants to do is play. Which I get it. Yeah, we'll play here after a bit. Yeah. To him, this is all play. We're making it fun, aren't we, Ben? Yeah. Yeah, everybody's doing good in there. You want to go play with them again? We're not doing that. No. We had enough excitement, had enough learning today, enough stimulation. It's good. He did good for his first time. He bite my, I was holding his collar, and he don't like when you hold his collar and refrain him. He wants to bite and nip. We gotta work on that. He's fine if you put him on a leash. But don't like when you hold his collar. It's like, no. Feels like he's in puppy jail. Okay, move forward. Come on. Alright. Move forward a little. Oh. Do you want to maybe eat? Oh, you wanted a drink. Okay. Do you want to eat? Okay, we'll let you eat. Go ahead. You want to eat? Okay, we'll let her eat. We're not going to move her anymore. You get a drink. Go ahead, get a drink. I'll refill that back up then. Alright, we're going to let her eat. We're not going to push her. If she wants to eat, we're going to let her eat. Yep. You don't want to let people push you out of the way when you eat, do you? Alright, good job for today. That's how we move a turkey. And chewing your stick. Reward. See, I don't even have to give you treats out of my pocket. You chewing a stick. Good job. Good job, Ben. Good job. Yeah, good job, Ben. Good boy. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Chewing that stick. Good boy. Good job, Kylo. Good teaching. Good girl. Mom almost fell. Yeah. There's too many sticks and rocks out here. Yeah. Good job, guys. Alright, so bye. Seriously, after my coat sleeve, give me my coat sleeve. Hey. Hey, give me, both of you, give me my coat sleeve. Or are you yelling at me for my coat sleeve? You started it. I can't even find my coat sleeve. Kinda, where is my coat sleeve? Ben! Give me my coat sleeve! Guys, I know! That is, guys, stop it! Out, Ben! You know. Come on, stop. Ben! Release. You know. No! Kyle! Kyle! No! Hey! Come on, guys! It's not fun anymore. It's cold out there. Will you just stop it? Ben! Come on, guys. Alright! Come on! Stop it! Hey! You're ripping my coat! Ben! Release! Now! Look at my poor coat! Look at it! No! Enough! Okay, enough. You're glad that this is an old coat and I can patch it up. It's not an old coat, but you're lucky I can patch it up. Enough. You started it. Now see, some things I don't mind if Kyle rips and tears up because it's like farm wear. We shred, we tear, stuff like that. But you started it. Yes. Good Lord. You started it. You started it. Woo, you started it. You started it. Look what you did in my coat. Look at what you did in my coat. Look at this. Look what you did in my coat. Don't you start it again. No, don't you start it again. No. You're a good girl. Ben, quit eating the dirt. Oh my God. It's like the old man. The old man ate dirt his whole life. Hey. The dirt tastes good? They find minerals and stuff like that in the dirt. Oh God. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna go in. You need a nap. Mom needs a nap. And I need to wash your paws off. Guess who's getting the hose? Okay, yes, this is a, well, it's a Gatorade bottle, but you can use a pop bottle. I have the other Kong somewhere. And the other Kong is right here. Do not mind the snow all over the floor. Ben decided he was going to demolish another stuffed toy. See? I vacuum in the morning or in the evening, and he still takes the stuffing out of another stuffed toy. Like this poor birdie. So I just take the stuffing out of the toys occasionally. But the other Kong toy is a little bit smaller. It's under the couch. I'm not crawling underneath the couch right now. So I just grabbed a pop bottle. Now the only thing you have to do is just watch they don't chew up the pop bottle. But I save my Gatorade bottles because they're a little bit more sturdier than pop bottles. And I refill them with, like, if I make tea or I make lemonade or Kool-Aid. Or if I want to put pop in them and take them outside if I don't want to grab one of my other thermoses. Or if I put water in them. Because I can put a couple ice cubes in them. Even without my teeth, my gums get really sensitive. So I can... I thought it was just my teeth were sensitive. It's not. My gums are also sensitive. And with the Kong, you can pack peanut butter in them. They're harder to clean out. With a pop bottle, it's a little bit harder for them to get the treats out. And both the dogs will play with the same, because they want the same toy. Come here, Kai. Here. There's stuff in this Kong. Look. See? Stuff in the Kong still, see? And I have Cheerios. I have a little bit of the regular dog kibble. I have dog treats, and I have Cheerios. And sometimes I just fill it up with Cheerios, so they like Cheerios, or I fill it up with, like, sometimes like banana chips or dried fruits, or you know, just to mix it up, right? Yeah, because you like that kind of stuff, huh? You like banana chips, huh? See, now, she don't want that Kong. You know the stuff in this Kong? They both want the same toy. I gotta get one focused on the other. Kylo, same things are in here. Come on. There's Cheerios over here. But sometimes I just fill them both up with Cheerios. So that way they're not getting, like, you know, too much dog treats throughout it. Because, you know, I don't know, need any more dog treats. But you can fill them up with, it's easier to clean a Kong out than it would be like a pop bottle. But I fill them up with, like dried fruits and veggies, Cheerios. Sometimes I fill them up with, you know, you can fill them up with nuts. But I just fill them up with, you know, different things. And instead of you running out of treats all the time, you can fill them up with different things. And like with the Kong, like I said, it's a little bit easier than a pop bottle, or you can just throw the pop bottle away. But with the Kong, you can do frozen stuff, especially in the summertime. Fruits and veggies, peanut butter. There you go. Get that one. There you go. Get that one. What did he do? Did he eat all the Cheerios out of that one? Is that what you want, the Cheerios? Here. I'll set that there so people can see Ben playing. And I'll get the Cheerios and fill it up. That's what you probably want. You probably want Mom to fill out the Cheerios. That's what you probably want. There's probably not a lot left in here. I know, I dropped some on the floor. I'll shake it out. Now, I just grabbed a handful of Cheerios. I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of Cheerios in there. I don't know if you can see. I just grabbed a handful. There you go. Go ahead, Cherry. Kai. Go ahead. And their treat thing. See, like, there's still a treat in there. And there's still treats in there. And they don't really want those treats. They want the Cheerios. Oh, you want those treats? Look, Kai. Treats in there. Sometimes they're picky. Sometimes they want certain treats more than they do other things. Look, Kai. And you want the Cheerios. You want that and the Cheerios? Oh, you want that and Cheerios. Okay. Cheerios are in there. There you go. Kaido's kind of picky. There's certain treats that she wants more than others at times. So, there you go. Now I got him interested in stuff. Okay, now he found a little bone. Kaido, you got the same thing. Yeah, you got the same thing. Come on. Like I said, what it is she thinks he's got different stuff. Yeah, well, okay, he's got some puppy food in his. He's got puppy food and she's got her food sitting out. There you go. And it's really rainy out. I mean, it's been pouring down the rain. So, there's not really much. And we've been watching different episodes of different vets. Barking dogs. Different animals, so that way I can try to get Ben used to different animals, different sounds. So if he does go to bark, I can let him know, okay, don't bark at that. I mean, Kaido usually don't, but Ben starts hearing a dog bark at different sounds. I don't want him barking all the time. You know, I don't care if he goes to bark, because that's fine, to alert me at certain sounds, like if somebody knocks on a door, if he hears a car. But then when I tell him, okay, thank you, okay, that's enough, you know, that's fine. So, it's kind of nice to have, you know, those TV shows on where you hear different animals and barking sounds. And there you go. Now you're getting it, Ben. Okay, she's just going to go clean up. I think that's what it is. She's waiting for Ben to spill, like the majority of the food. So she can, like, clean up what he just doesn't get. Or he doesn't want to eat. I'm waiting for Ben to actually fling it. Because he's taken this Kong and he's picked it up and he's flung it and then food just goes everywhere. And I gotta vacuum my floor again. Look at this. I vacuumed it this morning and about 10 minutes after I vacuumed it, he had made it snow in my living room again. And it was from that toy right there. So I'll take the stuffing out of that toy, and I would de-stuff all the toys, but some of these toys, like this toy right here, I mean, it's a harder toy for him to chew open, but he hasn't taken the stuffing out of, like this one. This one he's taken the stuffing out of, or some of it, but not all of it, so. And this kangaroo, he's chewed on the nose. So I gotta take this off, which, you know, but he's chewed on it, but not a lot. And he's chewed on this, but he hasn't taken the stuffing out of it yet. So like I said, some toys he hasn't taken the stuffing out of it yet, like that elephant and that monkey and this bunny. He's chewed on it, but he hasn't taken the stuffing out. Like her toys. Some of her toys, I don't know if she's told him, no, we don't take the stuffing out of these toys. I don't know if there's a rule, I don't know. But she's never taken a stuffing out of that toy or that toy. I mean, she never did out of that one or the duck. But maybe she allowed him, I don't know. But there's just Now see, she's over there eating her, I mean, that's his puppy food, but she was over there eating her food earlier. I don't care if she eats the puppy food. I put a little bit of her puppy food in with her adult food, but that's fine. So that way, in case he goes over and eats, you know, the adult food, he's still getting his puppy food. But then I just have straight puppy food for him. But yeah, he's not lacking in nutrition or health, because look at him. Look how big and fat and healthy he is. And look at that booty. Look at that big fat booty. You're gonna have a big booty like Han, and like her. She got a big booty. Kyla usually looks at me when I talk about her booty, but right now she's like, I don't care. I got the other column filled up, and she's just going around cleaning up what he's dropping. I don't care. They're staying busy. You almost got that empty. I'm not going to fill that back up for you. And like I said, this isn't empty yet either. He's still got stuff to... Hi. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Yeah? You having fun with the puppy? Yeah, Mom. Yeah, you having fun, huh? You having fun? I'm cleaning up after the puppy. He making a mess. Well, good. Why don't you vacuum for me later, huh? You gonna vacuum for me later? You gonna vacuum for me later? Will you? You will? You vacuum for me later? Okay. That's the deal. You vacuum for me later, okay? And then you wash my dishes. Do the laundry. Clean the windows. Oh, you're a good girl. Okay, goodbye.